Kamran Yusuf from TRT World. First, a little clarity. A couple of days back, Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister told me in an interview and confirmed that there was a contact between Pakistani and the Indian National Security Advisor. And you were saying that there was no contact. Please clarify that.
The Deputy Prime Minister said you there was a contact if there is a contact between 1, 2, 3, 4 parties. So I'm telling you there was no direct contact between the Pakistani NSA and the Indian NSA. If one party is talking to someone, is talking to someone, is talking to someone, that happens in diplomacy, that is a practice. That is something novel. But I can confirm you there was no direct contact.
About the air defense of Pakistan, when you see the ingress routes for fighter jets and they are trying to avoid certain areas, this means that this air defense is pretty effective. They are following certain profiles of weapon delivery which are there meant to evade surface-to-air missiles. This means that they are effective. Both the countries have very effective air defense systems, the S-400 from their side and equally capable, if not more, from our side, in the north and in the south. There are certain ways the high MADs and the low MADs are employed, certain ways where fighters are employed. And that's the way the air combat, the modern air combat is progressing. So Pakistan has a very effective air defense system. We did have one kill because of that, I can assure you.
Alaikum. First of all, thank you for this. I'm Hamza Jalani with the Financial Times. And I just wanted to ask, you mentioned that you got one kill with air defenses. If you could explain for the 4 other kills, which aircraft was used, whether it was J-10C or JF-17, and if there was an air-to-air missile used, if it was the PL-15, and whether that was the PL-15 export version or the original version.
If you could tell me in very non-technical terms about air defense system, what are the capabilities that Pakistan have when it comes to neutralizing surface-to-surface and air-to-surface missile systems?
Air-to-surface?
Yeah.
Okay. This means academic discourse, a pretty intense kind when you are asking such technical details, and we'll bore the rest of the people with them. But I must, on a broad guideline, that the Pakistan Air Force air defense system is pretty capable of handling high-speed, long-range vectors, even hypersonic weapons. So this should be pretty comforting to everybody inside Pakistan. B, delving into details that which platform applied which weapon. You see, in modern warfare, all the players have their own contracts as per the game plan, and they create opportunities. Sometimes you have cross pockets which are of providence. So let's not go into details with which aircraft at which angle and aspect, and it D-max was it at what delta. But we did have a high MAD kill. We had participation from GF-17, the F-16s, the J-10s, and PL-15E or X or Y. It's the short log that we had.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. Abid Hussain from Al Jazeera. My question to DG ISPR Saab. Sir, my question is that obviously you have denied very robustly that we did not send any drones or any missiles to India. So would you very categorically say what happened yesterday in terms of the videos that they have shown in Jammu particularly, was that a false flag operation from the Indian side? And subsequently, maybe, perhaps tomorrow, whenever they come up with some sort of debris, which you have asked in this thing, if that does happen, how would you perhaps, is it going to become a he said, she said thing or something else? So these two things.
If we had sent anything, it will leave a electronic signature, one. We have all the records of the airspace, that what goes there and what goes from here to there and what comes from there to here, and it's all timestamped. So we are pretty confident once we say that nothing went from here. And as far as they are concerned, we don't give much damn and credence to whatever they say. So whatever they are saying on Pahalgam, whatever they are saying about these mosques and places of worship where they say there are terror camps and there was some training, whatever they are saying about that that Pakistan yesterday, the havoc that they had caused to Pakistan yesterday, how many aircraft they have taken it out, whatever they are saying that what we have launched over there. So I've just shown you their High Commissioner, a very responsible person, is telling that this man, who is he, falsely calling someone who is someone else, is someone else. And then the same media who is telling you stories, they have already declared him dead. So who to believe over there? What to believe?
You said that we are not escalating, but how does Pakistan military see the next steps on the escalation ladder? And do you foresee any ramp-offs in this process?
Escalation ladder, you know, it is always unpredictable. Could any of us have predicted that Indians would launch a phantom defense last night and start claiming that Pakistan has attacked India at 15 locations? Or you could have predicted about 2 days ago that after 2 days India would say that they have taken out the Karachi port and it's burning. With such a belligerent who can come out with any story, who has no morality, could you predict that they could go and they will try to knock out the one of the holiest places of Sikhs, who are part of the majority of whom live in India and they are their citizens, Nankana Sahib, that they would plan such a thing? Could you predict that they will themselves target their own citizens and their own places and do in Amritsar with missiles? Can you predict that? You are asking me to predict that how I am going to behave? You want all the rationality and all the logic and all the cold responses from Pakistan, and you think that they have all the room to play and whatever they would like to do? Nobody can predict.
Sarah Hassan from Voice of America. There's a fear among the public. Schools are closed, airports are partially operational, and as you also said that we will respond at our time. So do we think that we are still in the state of war?
What do you think? What is this?
How long it will continue?
Till the time the territorial integrity, sovereignty and honor of Pakistan requires that.
If Pakistan's airspace, Pakistan's land, Pakistan's ADIZ and territorial waters, there's no compromise. There's no compromise. Pakistan's people, when they are threatened, their loss of life, loss of material, it cannot go unnoticed, cannot go like that. We owe it to our nation. And the pride and the trust the Pakistani nation has on our armed forces, we have always upheld it at all cost. At all cost. We did try to tell them with our tactical brilliance in Pulwama. Now we showed them our operational prowess and strategic guile and guide, and I think they should take heed. This is the best we can.
DG ISPR की इंटरनेशनल मीडिया को ब्रीफिंग। पाक बहरी और पाक फजाइया के सीनियर अफसरान भी इस ब्रीफिंग में शरीक थे। DG ISPR की जानिब से कहा गया कि पाकिस्तान अपने वकार और आज़ादी की हिफाजत पर कोई समझौता नहीं करेगा। भारत बच्चों, खवातीन और आम शहरियों को निशाना बना रहा है, जबकि भारत को अपोजिशन की जानिब से शदीद तनकीद का भी सामना है। इसके सबूत भी पेश किए गए हैं। जबकि DG ISPR की जानिब से कहा गया कि भारत ने पहलगाम फॉल्स फ्लैग ऑपरेशन में 10 मिनट बाद ही पाकिस्तान पर इल्ज़ाम आयद करना शुरू कर दिया।